I want to go ahead and tell you a story of a client of mine that we recently just did a reverse mortgage for. And it wasn't an easy process. And what I mean by that, emotionally, he was sitting on a large portion of equity in another home that he had that he was going to sell, that was going to pay off his current home so he could ride off into the sunset during his retirement years. But what ended up happening was the market came crashing down. He lost a large portion of that equity that was in that house, and when he sold it, he was able to pay off the house and maybe recoup just a little bit, but it wasn't enough to pay off the current home that he's living in. So he came to me and asked me for solutions. And I basically said, what is your number one goal? He said, I want to be retired, Carl. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to be a slave to my payments anymore. I've done that. I'm 65 years old. I want to go ahead and travel with my wife and not be dictated on where we can go on our trips because of income. Well, I basically presented him with a reverse mortgage. And I said, really, the only thing that you need to do is a reverse mortgage. Go ahead and not have a payment anymore. Give yourself the freedom from that payment. And it's almost the same as paying off your house free and clear. He didn't understand at first. We kind of wrestled around a little bit with his thought process of, I'm supposed to pay off my house. And I told him, what you're supposed to do is retire. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go ahead and travel with your wife. Whether you own your home free and clear or not isn't the main issue. The main issue is not having a payment. The only difference between having a reverse mortgage and having your house paid off free and clear is simply the fact that, one has a payment that's accruing, one, there is no payment. So the lifestyle is what he was after, and with the reverse mortgage, he now, since we've done the reverse mortgage, has gone to Panama. He's done a trip pretty much halfway around the world on a cruise. He's been traveling nonstop, and he's been able to do it within his budget because he's on a fixed income. He's got his Social Security, some retirement, but with having a mortgage payment of $2,500 a month, it wasn't going to happen. Being able to travel now, he's able to travel the world, spend money on his grandkids like he wants to, and live the lifestyle that he really had intentions of doing when he set up and started working all those years ago. So that's just a short story of what I've done for one of my clients. I have many more. If you'd like to hear more about some of these stories that I can share with you, please call me. I'll be more than happy to go ahead and explain to you how you can end up being one of my stories.